Sophia's Hope Ranch. We are out here doing equine therapy and expressive arts therapy. Today we're going to meet an incredible family who is going to tell their adoption story. And I'm so excited for you to hear their process that they have gone through. And it turned out to be an amazing story, but unfortunately that isn't always the case. And that's why Sophia's Hope Ranch is so needed to be able to provide hope and healing through the different therapies that we employ here. Through equine therapy, this is such an incredible therapy to utilize because children will attach to an animal before they will attach and build trust with a human being. So that connection is the beginning of attachment and trust and building those lifelong skills of what it means to be in relationship.
Adoption, and so we decided to go through.
Give it to her.
Yeah, baby, go for it. Go for it, baby.
Go take us through it real quick and come back.
Can you go with me?
Mama has to stay and talk to the adults, okay?
It's okay. You know what?
Come on, go take it to her real quick.
She's right over there, baby, okay?
And so we decided to go through the foster training, and initially we kind of were nervous about it because when you do the training, like it can be kind of scary, and you know, going into it, there's going to be trauma no matter what. And so we kind of just thought about it for a while, and we got a couple calls and we just didn't feel right, and then we got the call for her, and it was like God spoke to me in that moment. It was like, yes, this is what we need to do.
Yeah. The funny thing was that we were actually on a trip.
I did it.
So we did everything, and her and I went on a trip in the summer vacation. Just to kind of, because we finished the training and everything like that, we set it up to where we're like, okay, yeah, we're ready. And right when we left, about a day in or two, they called us about somebody, and we're like, like we're on a trip right now. It's like it didn't really feel right. And then we got back, or no, we were still on the trip. We were still on the trip, and then they said that there was a little girl that was just born, and we got back, and we're like, yeah, let's do it. And within like a day, they
actually
dropped.
do you have foster children, or okay, so you know, they like call you, and within an hour they're like on your doorstep. And we had no children, we had nothing, we didn't have a crib, we had nothing. So like my family came over, cleaned the house, brought the crib in, like, and they brought her to our doorstep, and it was like we just knew, you know. I'm sure as you know. And so it was. Initially, they had told us she was an emergency placement, and so we didn't really know what we were getting into. We were like, well, we're just going to do it, and God's telling us this is the plan. And so about 2 weeks in, we heard that she had other family members that were interested, and we were, of course, heartbroken because we had already fallen in love with her. But it really, throughout the process, we were able to talk to the family members, and they were still wanting to have her to adopt her, but like every step of the way there was something that was in the way for them, and we just knew like that was God like just putting things there so that she could stay with us because she was our child. And then at 6 months her biological mom wanted to start having visits, and so we were like, okay, then we'll do this, and we're still gonna love her, like we're just gonna follow through with this. And so at the visits, it was her biological mom, her grandma, and her biological sister. And so we would like go in the back and they would come in the front, as I'm sure you know, and we never really crossed paths. And then it was one time almost where it was like the TPR like thing, and then we pulled in, we were waiting for like 15 minutes, and they were like, well, you can leave. And we're like, okay, well, we're gonna pull out because they didn't show up. And as we were pulling out, they pulled in, and it was like amazing. Like, they stopped us and were like, we just really want to meet you, like, please come back. And cool that moment happened, because I think if it hadn't, I don't know if the biological grandma would have agreed to us adopting her. So so then after that, I think it was the TPR, they terminated rights, and then
but then an aunt and uncle just
they backed out. I told them
Oh,
they ended up
okay.
they ended up they decided, like, she's been with you this long, like, go on to be your parents. And then after that, we kind of, even after the terminated rights, we didn't have to visit with grandma and sister, but we continued, and we really built a relationship with them, and I feel like they're almost extended family now because we see them very regularly. And then I would say like a year and a half in, we finally got to adopt her, and it was the most beautiful moment ever.
It was great.
And we actually, during the process, we were 6 months in, and I got pregnant with our other child, and so it was just the coolest thing, like instant family, and we are so blessed.
Yeah, the courthouse was, that day was, it was intense, it was awesome, it was scary, it was just all emotions firing all at once, all cylinders firing. The grandma,
her biological
sister
grandma
came,
attended, and her biological sister, which was really cool.
At the time,
they supported it.
At the time, my brother was out of town, so he FaceTimed during it.
Yeah, he did.
The judge was fantastic throughout the process as well. But yeah, it was just a beautiful moment, beautiful day. And yeah, she took well to our family too, the grandma and the sister, and we've had them over several times for birthdays and parties, and we go visit them, every other weekend. And
yeah, we're seeing her actually this weekend, and then they're
so,
coming for her birthday party the following week.
So it's, and we've seen extended family past the grandma. We've hung out with a lot of their family too. So it's not just it doesn't just stop there, but I think it's almost like a family tree is just continuing to grow.
Right.
Even if it's not the same tree, it's just a really awesome thing how, like, us as humans can really just kind of be still like relatively like family and stuff.
Absolutely.
even if it's not biological family.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, what is that called when grafting? When a branch is grafted into the family tree.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what adoption is. It's that
Yes, ma'am.
grafting, and they all grow together from that new start.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yes.
What advice would you give families who are considering adoption?
I would say do it. I
Yeah.
mean, if you feel that on your heart, like, God is telling you that is what you need to do. And I mean, I always felt that, and then he maybe didn't, but when we got into it, like, it was meant for him too. And then also just know there will be trauma, and there will be things that happen, and it's not perfect, but it's worth every second.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, just be prepared for just ups and downs. It's a roller coaster ride. I know, like Sarah said, I was very iffy about the idea, but we're partners, and I wanted to be there for her, and it is the most beautiful thing that we've ever done. And this is amazing that I've part of it as well. But for the families that are still trying to do this, yes, it's they go for it. It is a roller coaster ride, but in the end, if it works out, it works out. It's awesome. It's a beautiful thing. If it doesn't, well, you made an impact on that child's life with the moment that you had with it.
absolutely.
Or with her or him, right?
Absolutely.
And they'll hopefully remember that forever, or if not, if they're really small, right, then hopefully that impacts the families, or the family, that they're like so grateful. I think that was another thing.
It changes you too.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
it's just as powerful.
Yeah, can you talk more about that? Like what growth?
Well, I would say you have to be very selfless, because you go into this, and initially we were like, we want to adopt, but then I would say within a week we're like, wait, we're doing this for her. Like, this is not for us. We're doing this to make her life better.
Yeah.
And so I know foster care is a little different than like straight up adoption, but like that's what we did. We did it for her. And so you become so selfless, which also as a parent you do, but it's a different situation. Like you just say, you know what, we're doing this for her. And so it just makes you care more about other people.
We were very scared. I think 2 weeks in, we needed a little, like, okay, wait a second, you know, and like Sarah said, we just needed to think about, like, what we wanted, what was going on, and I think she just hit it on the hammer on the nail right there with, we needed to be selfless and not think about us, but we need to think about the baby, and the child, right? Our child now, so.
Yes, that's right. And the blessings for generations. You have changed generations to come.